I'm Alexandra Christoff. I'm the Archivist librarian here at Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. Above the smaller picture, that's going to be Riddle's flight license, which I think is pretty cool because his pilot certificate, yeah. The sky traffic, these are things that the company themselves published about the goings-on in the company. The Schooled and the Safe Business Personal Service, these are flyers that they were giving out for flights that the company was making for people. So they were like a back and forth between Cincinnati and Chicago for personal flights. And of course, the logo for the CAM, that's our airmail. And we were very proud to get that route. One of the founding members who's not in our pictures was actually Embry's mom. So Susan Embry was our vice president, and she flew herself. Both she and her son learned to fly after they met Riddle. But she had her own plane, and one day they were all the men were standing in a room trying to figure out what color they were going to make the airmail carrier planes because they needed to be visible. One of them was staring out the window when they saw Susan land, and her plane was so brightly colored, they were like, that's it. We're going to paint them just like her plane, because who else has that kind of fashion sense? These are yearbooks that were created by the classes as they graduated. During the 1940s, we trained British pilots, because of course there wasn't enough space in Britain at the time to train pilots. So they flew them over, generally through Canada, to different fields throughout the United States, and we happen to be field number 5. The telegram here talks about how we've been selected to participate in the training of the Army Air Corps. So that would have been our domestic pilots being trained on non-military fields. In the 40s, we had a field out in Tennessee. We had multiple fields in Florida. We were just busy, busy, busy. We had a seaplane base. We had a technical college, which is the Fritz Hotel here. And then this is a picture of us, of several of our people, and Riddle is in this one. They're drinking milk, but this is a image of construction for the Miami school. These are from the 50s. Okay. We have, it talks about living accommodations on campus, different course catalogs, and once upon a time, our applications were incredibly simple. When we moved to Daytona Beach in 1965, we had a huge collection of people helping us. The JCs were big. Their name is on pretty much every truck that was in this lineup, had a sign on it that said, we're moving to Daytona Beach. Facilitation for the move really came from Jack Hunt, and then the flight log here is his. This is his flight log, and you can see in 64, he's flying back and forth from Daytona Beach and to Miami. These aerial photographs are from the early 70s of Daytona Beach's campus.